You really think she's gonna fly the B-2? The voice came with a sneer, casual and cocky, from a lieutenant leaning against a fuel truck on the edge of the runway. He wasn't whispering. He wanted her to hear. And she did. As Captain Elena Ramirez walked across the tarmac in her olive-green flight suit, helmet under her arm, every eye followed her with a mix of amusement and disbelief. Another pilot laughed. She's not even combat cleared. Another chimed in, she'll bail before they even finish pre-flight. But she didn't stop. She didn't even blink. Her stride never faltered as she approached the aircraft no one thought she'd ever touch. The B-2 Spirit, America's most advanced and secretive stealth bomber. A machine only a select few in the world are trusted to fly. Eleanor was one of them, but no one wanted to admit it. She had heard it all before, too quiet, too pretty, not the right look, not the right fit. But what they didn't know, and never bothered to ask, was what she had fought through just to stand there. The double shifts through flight school, the physics degree she earned while supporting her family, the funeral she stood at for her brother, himself a pilot, after his Black Hawk went down in Kandahar. She didn't ask for favors. She didn't ride coattails. She fought for every qualification, every flight hour, every clearance. And yet, no one wanted her in that cockpit. Until everything fell apart. At 0400 hours, the alert came in. An untraceable convoy carrying rogue nuclear materials had been spotted deep in unstable territory. Fighters couldn't get there fast enough. Drones couldn't get out without being shot down. Only one aircraft could make the run, silent, fast and precise. The B-2, but both certified B-2 pilots were already deployed halfway across the world. There was no time to bring them back. No time to stall. No backup. One officer scanned the roster, then looked up. Captain Ramirez is certified. The room went quiet. Then the objections poured in. She's never flown live. She's not tested under pressure. We can't risk this on her. But the general didn't hesitate. She's up. Move. An hour later, Eleanor stood in front of the jet, its sleek black wings stretching like a shadow behind her. She suited up alone. Ground crew avoided eye contact. The same lieutenant from earlier watched her from a distance, muttering something about lucky timing. But inside the B-2, Elena was silent, focused. The cockpit lit up as she powered through the startup checklist like she'd rehearsed 1,000 times. The final green light blinked on, and just like that, she was airborne and alone. For the next 8 hours, she became a ghost in the sky. A silhouette cutting through clouds and hostile airspace, no chatter, no guidance, just her, the hum of the jet, and the weight of a mission no one else could carry. She navigated refueling in mid-air with razor precision, monitored satellite feeds, tracked the convoy, all while maintaining complete radio silence. Every decision was hers, no margin for error. When she finally locked onto the convoy's location, it was deeper than intel predicted, moving fast, heavily protected, too late for backup, too fast for hesitation. She made the call, no second opinion, no waiting for permission. She hit the release. 1 moment later, the convoy was gone. The return flight was quiet. She didn't think about the headlines or the doubters or the looks waiting for her back on the ground. She just brought the jet home, smooth, precise. The landing gear touched down without a sound. And as the jet rolled to a stop, every pair of eyes on base watched in stunned silence. No one spoke, no one moved. Until the hatch opened and she stepped out, helmet under her arm, face unreadable. She didn't gloat, she didn't pose, she just walked. The general was the first to approach. He saluted, she nodded. Behind him, the same lieutenant tried to muster a few words, but nothing came out. There was nothing to say. She had done what none of them could. Completed the mission, saved lives, protected the country, alone. The news broke within hours. Solo female pilot completes impossible B-2 mission. Captain Ramirez silences doubt with precision strike. Her inbox filled with media requests, commendations, congratulatory messages, but she turned them all down. No interviews, no statements. Until one morning, a woman and her daughter arrived at the base. The little girl wore a miniature flight suit, clutching a toy B-2. She looked up at Elena with wide eyes and asked, "Do you really fly the big one?" Elena smiled, knelt down, and said, "I did. And one day, maybe you will too." That moment, that smile, that spark, meant more than all the medals combined. Because Eleanor never needed to prove herself to them. She needed to prove to herself that she could do what she was born to do, even when no one believed in her. And once she did, they never doubted her again. Before we end this story, let us know in the comment where are you watching from. So if this story touched you, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and drop a karma in the comments below. Because real missions don't wait for permission, and heroes don't always wear capes. Sometimes they fly alone.